Alright, here we are, and this time not with a double voice glitch, but the color is off. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean... Well, I choose to have a Miss Singer in the basement, so I guess that one is on me. So yeah, the game isn't supposed to look like this, obviously. But here we are, and who is here already? Jano, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? And you too, Mushroom Pocket 99, how are you doing? I hope... I mean, I could continue with this color scheme. Oh, hang on, let me turn down the volume of the music just a tad. Yeah, this is definitely better. I mean, I wouldn't mind, but I don't even know why it does that. From time to time, it just automatically starts up with these wrong colors. I mean, we could just for the lulz play with it. It's gonna make it funny though, should the shiny appear. Actually, that would be kinda interesting. I'll just keep it until someone says, come on, change it. I mean, that does have to unfortunately involve me closing OBS, the program that I currently use, and then opening it back up again, so that could be like the stream current, like straight, it gets disrupted for a while. But yeah, other than that, usually the have you tried turning it off and on again, that just works. But I still have no clue why that happens. So shiny it blinds you. Yeah, let's see if I'm gonna get the shiny tonight. That would be really nice. I mean, that would make it a very lucky week as well. Considering that I got the shiny Halucha yesterday, which again, that is just such a great shiny. I still just can't believe it. I always wanted one. And then I was always just about to breed one, and then I, for some reason, always was like, maybe another time. There's shinies that I want more. Well, in general, like pink shinies, obviously. And I never got around to trying to get a shiny Halucha, and now I just ran into one, and I'm actually really glad that I used the Master Ball for that. Really, I mean, it does have purple in its color scheme. Any news from any of my viewers' side? Nothing exciting in your lives? Well, sometimes it's great that you have a chill life going on. Alright, this is the first egg. Number 380. Just like Latias's Pokedex number. And of course it's not a shiny. And this is how it looks like with the wrong colors. It actually looks like the shiny. That is pretty funny. But yeah, I actually see the true colors. I have like a separate screen that I see the gameplay footage of. And on my main computer screen, that's where I see the stream stats. Maybe I should... Would you be interested in that? Maybe I should do a short or a video about my current setup. There's definitely some people who sent me personal messages on Discord asking me how my setup looks, because they actually wanted to do it themselves. Maybe also stream old games like that. And new games as well. And they saw the double streams, essentially, where James, for example, was playing GameCube and I was playing the Switch. That seemed to flared some interest, which that is nice. Hey there, Rico, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? How's the shining? Yesterday I got a shiny Halucha randomly, which is amazing. And that was in Violet. And well, now, for now, with Toxel, I don't have the shiny yet. But we just started, it's been, what, 10 minutes? And there's a color glitch, as you can see, the capture card is having that. Yeah, always a glitch in my streams and in my videos. Oh, you saw the VOD, I see. Yeah, that is such a great shiny. Alright, 382. I left a message in the general section of your Discord server. Yeah, I saw. And yeah, again, it might look shiny, but it isn't. If you guys want me to correct this so it doesn't have the weird colors anymore, let me know. Doing better, spent the whole day in bed, tension headache. Oh, tension headache. Oh, my husband had multiple such headaches lately. Yeah, some people get them, especially when the weather changes abruptly. Still recovering from it, either after having some food now, I'll watch the stream until the end or head straight back. Hey, I do know that depending on what kind of headache you have, watching a video, like looking at a screen where there's there's light coming out, and just in general, watching something, listening to something, if it makes it worse, then go ahead, don't, go out of the stream. I would definitely not be mad at you. Headaches, man, they are, phew. I'm so freaking glad that I don't have them often, or, barely. From people that I know who regularly have them, especially migraines. Oh boy, I don't even know what to say. That sounds horrible. The Shining with Jack Torrance. The Stephen King novel or the movie. Have you watched that one? Funnily enough, I haven't watched the movie, even though I wanted to do that for a really long time, but I have read the book. And again, usually with Stephen King, his movie adaptations aren't really the best. Or maybe it's that good old, if you read the book, then the movie is always going to be disappointing effect. Not entirely certain. Hey there, Sodium, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Sorry, I just noticed I haven't still answered you on Discord. I'm really sorry about that, but I hope you're doing good. Lantern is Kanto exclusive. Why can't one have nice things? Oh, you mean in Fire Red and Leaf Green? After you receive the Pokédex, the national one? Or was it in Soul Silver? You'll buy Soul Silver instead, but that's way too expensive. Yeah, I mean, I did check Soul Silver, like the cartridges, and I wanted to, for the, actually to stream that, for the Shiny Only challenge I'm gonna do. For this channel, I wanted to buy a used Soul Silver cartridge, but as soon as I saw the prices, I was like, I don't know. And my husband just said, okay, I don't care about my... He has Soul Silver. Back then he bought that one and I bought Heart Gold. And he told me I can use his cartridge. He doesn't really care about the save file that's currently on it. I think the last thing he did on it was a Nuzlocke. So yeah, I'll use that one instead. Thanks again, Cosmicam, for being so amazing. And you have a new PFP again from a tea poisoner. Was downstairs in the kitchen when I heard that the stream started, so I couldn't really type an answer. Kek. Highlight of my day, kinda, so that's why I'm always... Oh, that's so cute, thank you! I really appreciate it, honestly. This is Onett, right? Oh, the thing that played before? No. I am currently letting the video game radio live stream play. I might actually post the link in the chat. Usually those don't give me copyright restrictions. And I think it's always nice because you get a wide selection of video game music. Get used to it, but it's always a -1 on days of your life for sure. Yeah, I mean, from what I've heard about migraines, that you never get used to it. Like, I've heard people legitimately, with 100% seriousness, tell me to my face that they had migraines that hurt so much they were thinking about, you know, ending themselves. And I was like, oh, you're joking, right? No. Apparently they had headaches that were, well, I can't say that word, the S-U-I, you know what, that word. Self-deletion. Hit the human name, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? May RNGesus bless thee, thank you for the RNG blessings. Human name, definitely a human, because only a human has a human name, right? And he is the priest of the Omni village, of that weird little whatever we created there. An insider world, because just like a bunch of insiders aren't enough. We need to create a little world. Yeah, you could read it, Sodium. I don't know if you'd read it in Italian or the original English. I actually read the original English once. I've heard there's one, which one was it again? How was that one called again? A Stephen King novel where there's a psychic girl. He has a lot of, like, side note, he has a lot of psychic people in his works, but anyway. It's a book about a psychic girl, and she has fire powers, like pyrokinesis. And that one I read in French, and sometimes some translations are not that good. So I don't know if you should read it in Italian, or maybe perhaps better in the original language. Yeah, the X being blue, it is funny. I mean, I wonder if I do... Actually, I've been thinking about this. I'm just gonna keep this visual glitch. And see if I do get the shiny, how would that look like? That'd be very interesting to see. Don't have migraines, also don't have your grains. Oh my god. I think migraines are so horrible, you want to make them a UGREEN and not a migraine. And I don't think that... Usually people who have some dark things going on in their lives tend to be very humorous. At least that's my experience. Oh, regular silver. 50 euros for a loose cartridge? Yeah. It's a lot of money. That's like the price of cased pearl gets. Oh, you get cased pearl for 50 quid? Where? In... To be fair though, the Italian... Like, Italian cartridges tend to be less expensive. Probably because there's not that many Italian speakers out there, and they much rather have a English version in their collection, but I wouldn't mind, like... I mean, I play Pokemon in French too. I wouldn't mind playing it in Italian. Alright. 5 eggs again. PFP Iris. Oh, the twin sister. Never mind. Yeah. Was that her original color? Who has the original out of the twin sisters? Whose color is the original? Is it the ginger or the black? Didn't one, like, dye it? I think. Can get that back. Well, it is what it is. Just gotta do whatever you can do to recover, and that's all. Yeah. But still, I have big sympathy for those people. Doing good. Have a day off at school tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Also on Friday, that would be a super long weekend. That would be dope. You're learning Gleam. That guy is always learning something. But to be fair, his brain seems to be... Human Name's brain seems to be very adept for that. Right, next egg. So Gleam, as in the programming language, I take it. How do you like it? I know that it exists, but I've never actually used it. Just only have, like, I had colleagues at university talk about it briefly. Usually consume media either in Italian or occasionally English, almost never in other languages. Well, that's a thing that is really nice. If you want to learn another language, definitely consume it in... Like, I want to better my Italian. It's still at a really low level. I mean, it's like A1, but I can't hold up a conversation. That's a problem. When I read text, that's pretty good, but I need to make the deep-rooted connection in my brain that I can just think of the word, how I need to say it. That usually comes last. So that's why I'm playing Leaf Green in Italian. And that definitely helps. I was wondering why everything looked shiny. Oh, but God, voice, don't you glitch too. But yeah, those aren't shinies, unfortunately. I think it's implied it's black. Oh, that's a common headcanon. Ah, now I remember, it wasn't canon per se. Really liked Iris, liked her interactions with Phoenix. Yeah, all I remember, without spoiling too much, she was the good one out of the two. You know, that's a common trope. Twins, and one is good and the other one is evil. Really like Dahlia too, but for the opposite reasons. Not that far into Gleam. Mostly read some documentation. It's your first functional language. Ah, I see. Instead of holding, try maintain a conversation. Ah, so many punny people. Alright, let's... Man, that is really confusing sometimes, but it is funny, having the colors glitch. Hey there, Decepticon AI, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? You love pink shinies? Yeah, that's amazing. Weavile is a great one. Smoochum is pink, is always pink, but yeah, that would be another one I could go for. Mawile has a pink shiny, yes. I have multiple RNG manipulated those. Yeah, with Rico around, absolutely. That's how I've known him for over 10 years at this point now. Man, time flies, doesn't it? It's crazy. Come on, cross your arms, lady. I do like the color scheme that the glitch gives the non-shinies. And it makes my Firebird blue, which is also pretty funny. That would be a dope shiny though. If it were like blue instead of what it actually is. That faded orange. Not really a fan of that kind of shiny. Yeah, we didn't change what, we just got older physically. Alright, number 396. And no. Like shiny Spinda? Oh, it's your favorite green shiny. I really like shiny Espeon, even though so many people hate that shiny. Although I think it really fits. It kind of looks like those grey aliens. And it just... I think it's a good shiny. I vastly prefer, even though I'm not a fan of green in general as a color, I vastly prefer a snot green shiny over something like a shiny Garchomp where you can barely tell the difference. It's also crazy that soon we're gonna probably have Generation 10 of Pokemon. I mean, we already have thousands of Pokemon, it's just unreal. By the way, have you seen that there is a new RNG stream planned for shiny Sudowoodo, which I never really could do with my childhood emerald because, well, that one was already, you know, caught. And yeah, I would use my husband's French emerald cartridge. I do have a save file on there where I beat the Elite Four. You know, at the Battle Frontier, I can get the Sudowoodo. It's a pretty nice shiny. And I just really, I mean, I've said it in yesterday's stream, I miss RNG manipulation streams. I really miss doing it. So I thought that was a good idea. Shiny Vigoroth is just a yellowed version of Vigor. Yeah, that's true. It's not even proper yellow, it's just like the same yellow your old toys end up being after a while. Well, yeah, if someone in the household smokes cigarettes, usually. My grey plastic did not turn yellow because no one smoked in my family. What is RNG, by the way? RNG stands for Random Number Generator. But what would be more accurate would actually saying it's a pseudo-random number generator. Your game has a seed, essentially a hexadecimal number that changes every 60th of a second, so every frame, that is called in video game logic or terminology. And every 60th of a second, which is a fraction, like a really small time, depending on what the number is, what the hexadecimal is, you'll get a different Pokemon will spawn. Like on some frames it will be shiny, and there are ways how you can RNG manipulate that, so you can manipulate the outcome essentially, so that you get something that you want. For example, yeah, shinies or high IV Pokemon, or very specific gender ratios, or very specific not gender ratio, but gender given any gender ratio. Or also natures. I mean, there's a lot like a lot of factors you can manipulate for, and those used to be the 100% of my older streams were that. But I'm not gonna stop doing that. I don't know. I think you were there though, Mushroom 99 or Mushroom Pocket 99. I think you were. I could be wrong though. But that, yeah, that is coming back. Metal Slug 3 music, one of the best franchises ever created. Ah, yeah, I remember you telling me. Whose party was it again? I don't remember which one it was anymore, but I remember you telling me how much you love Metal Slug 3. And egg number 400 is not a shiny, unfortunately. Shiny Grumpig was yellow. Yes, golden yellow. No, not green. I also have one. What do you mean, where? Just imagine a dice roll of a D100. Each number has a dedicated spot on the list and what it gives to you, but people find a way to screw the results of that dice roll, so RNG manipulation. Yeah, essentially. Yeah, that's more of a D&D style explanation. And yes, as Yana said, RNG isn't completely random. Yeah, because in order, like, computers can only seemingly generate random numbers, but they truly can, like, they cannot produce true randomness, at least when seen through the lens of physics and like computer theory. What we need to have in order to have true random numbers would be something like a radioactive atom, and then you would base your randomness upon that, because I think that's one of the only natural phenomena that are truly random. But yeah, because, and precisely because, the RNG isn't truly random, we can manipulate it. If it was truly random, well, no, you couldn't. At least not to my knowledge. I could be wrong. Zoned out a bit, was only half listening. Oh, I mean, either I'll explain it again, or you can tap the arrow, the left arrow button on your keyboard, should you be watching on the computer, or if you're watching on your phone, you can just go back a bit and listen to that explanation. Or I'll do it again. You tell me. Jason Harris, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Yeah, colors look weird now. I really shouldn't let missing know in the office. I knew this wasn't a good idea. But man, that like multiplication of items, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, don't tell the tax man. Wink wink, hint hint. It's more of a calculating than an outcome versus manipulating. Yeah, yeah, that is, you could put it that way. Code says the same, but players know how to accurately encounter number in the generator. Are you a big fan of those? Yeah, aren't you one of those who came over from I'm Publicity's channel? But yeah, if essentially you use math to determine when the little monster goes bling, and then you use a program to find them. Did you know that statistically speaking, Granbull is just a worse version of Ursaring? Yeah, I mean, Granbull gets hardcore mogged by a lot of normal types, unfortunately. That's just what I like to sometimes call the Johto effect, or the Johto curse. So many Johto Pokemon, they're like really cute or great designs, but like competitively they're horrible and no one uses them. Why did they do my boy so dirty? No way we manipulate RNG is to pray to RNGesus. Yeah, that's the more religious aspect. Not so much scientific. Should have at least given it speed. More speed than freaking 45? Yeah, 45 is just freaking trash. Like, what are you gonna do with 45 speed? That's horrible. Doesn't look that slow to me. Maybe, yeah, 75, that would be more accurate. But 45? And my grandma is quicker than that. Oh, you gacha experience with the Uma game? Oh. Well then, I'm also sending you RNGesus blessings so that you get a very good pull. Trick Run could maybe be good. Stats ain't everything, you're stubborn enough you can find a way. Yeah, I mean, that is also true. But there's definitely the case that some people are just inherently worse. Which I don't like. I think they really should... Well, I mean, I could ramble on and on about what I think should get changed. You could make a whole video out of that. Maybe I should. Although that'd be a very negative one. For all the 6 main stats from Pokemon: HP, attack, speed, defense, special attack, special defense. And speed, which one is the most important? And least important? Ooh, that's, can't really answer the question because that really depends. Really depends on what game you're playing, what your team is, who your opponent is. I mean, there's Pokemon that are fantastic for each stat. You're not a big competitive player in Pokemon? That's, yeah, I mean, I used to, but now not really. You enjoy Papa Hefe too? Nice. Yeah, those are the legends. I look up to them. The RNG gods of YouTube. Not anymore since Granbull has become fairy type. Yeah, I mean, that made it a bit better. That's true. Granbull speed tying with effing Bulbasaur. Yeah, that just that really drives the point home, doesn't it? If you really look at like, and like, what's up with the that fat cat from Generation 4 being faster than freaking the Latis? Like, make that make sense. How is a thick cat quicker than a freaking jet dragon? No, I'm sorry. That doesn't make any sense. I did my free pull for today, but I'm gonna save it for tomorrow as they reset every day at 16 hour time. Well then, fingers crossed you're gonna get a lucky pull. Also hate looking up YouTube guides. It's always just folks who steal other people's research in the game without even giving credit. Yeah, that's in general also a big problem on YouTube, I would say. Yeah, it's bad praxis, absolutely. There's no objective best stat, but usually I maximize their better attacking stat and minimize their worst attacking stat. That's what I tend to do too. Never catch me running Alakazam with effing physical move. Yeah, because Alakazam's attack is just like, don't even try. It's a cat, there's nothing more to it. Just goes crazy mode, and then that just somehow explains it. Fat cat got so much zoomies that it breaks the sound barrier multiple times. Yeah, that has to be it. This is such a stupid but also such a genius explanation. Yeah, cat Pokemon always have been fast, but like, it's still weird that a chunky cat is quicker than a literal jet. Like, jets are machines that we built specifically to be very fast. If Classic were here, he would give you guys an info dump about all the jets. He knows a lot about them. And some of them, they break like multiple speed barriers. My blue background instead of yellow when it hatches. It's the longest I've kept that glitch going. It kind of looks interesting and very, in the overworld it looks very fall-like, I think. Which is really, really fitting, given the current season. But I have to say, maybe that's only in Luxembourg and in France and in, or just in Europe in general, but wow, this fall, I really have to say, this year's fall is beautiful. Like, the trees have so many colors. Be it that I drove around in Luxembourg, in Germany, I saw it in France, in Belgium even, in the Netherlands. Like, everywhere I drive in the vicinity where, you know, like I am usually driving, I really see a beautiful fall, a beautiful autumn. Popping green and orange and yellow and red colors. And very sunny days. It's really looking like picturesque fall, like almost like a, I don't know, a picture in a calendar or something. What if the stats in Pokemon were the stats in Mario Kart, or the stats in Mario Kart were the stats in Pokemon? Ooh, that's a good question. How do you, like, maneuverability? How would you translate that into a Pokemon stat? Maybe chat has an idea, because I got no clue. Weight? I mean, weight is already a stat, so to speak, with Pokemon. It's not a stat that you can EV invest in. It's not like special attack or anything. But it is definitely a piece of information that they have. Some moves do more or less damage the heavier the Pokemon is. Persian Pure Ugly? Yeah, it's Pure Ugly I was talking about. Liepard, I think Delcatty isn't as fast because Game Freak likes bowling. Yeah, my poor Delcatty. I am currently trying to release, hopefully this month, a favorite Pokemon from every type, and I really like Delcatty, but man, do Game Freak do my kitty dirty. It really is. It sucks. It's tragic. I would say it's not a bit tragic. It's very tragic, I would say. But I guess that depends on how much you like Delcatty. I just love the design, and I wish it was actually useful. Did you know Delcatty is the weakest fully evolved Pokemon? Like, why? Why? As in, I think... No, wait, let me rephrase that. The weakest Pokemon that evolves via Evolutionary Stone, I think, when it goes to base stat total. Yeah, that is the correct... that's how it should be. And it's really sad, because it doesn't need to be that weak. Like, why my kitty cat? Why give me a pink cat... Two things that I'm autistically obsessed with, and then make it a really bad Pokemon. That is mean, Game Freak. Very, very mean. Quick Feed, Facade, Life Orb, Granbull with a support Pokemon who has Burn. Terrible idea, I know, but I'm trying to make this work. Hey, if you make like a very specific and weird gimmicky set work, then I have huge respect for you. I really love it when people get sets like that to work. May I suggest Paralysis, since Quick Feet nullifies the effect of Paralysis, if I recall correctly? Yeah, it does, I think. Doesn't it still stop it from moving sometimes? Yeah, I think it ignores the, if I remember correctly, it ignores the speed buff. But you can still have the 50% chance of, like, your Pokemon not moving. Hey there, Jane Harwell. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Giving me gay energy? Thank you. ChatGPT can decide. Oh god, you're gonna ask AI for that? Isn't Sunflora the weakest? I think when it comes to base stat total, Delcatty is even worse than Sunflora, which, wow. But I could be wrong again. I need to... If I am wrong and someone finds, like... Yeah, the information I'm spreading is not correct, please correct me in the chat. I don't want to spread misinformation. I don't care if it's Pokemon or politics. Or sleep status effect on Granbull with Facade. Yes, my wisdom is sleep talk Facade. Granbull, I think there's isn't there a set like that in the Battle Frontier in Emerald? I think I have seen a set like that in Gen Flea. Delcatty and Explode have so much potential. Imagine if Delcatty had like really good special attack, and it would be a normal type that just has really good special attack. I mean, the move pool is really great, but other than that, it doesn't have the stats to go with the move pool. Or Rest Talk, yeah. I was never a fan of Rest Talk sets, personally. Paralysis was nerfed to be 25. Oh yeah, right, it's not 50% anymore. Old poker brain here, you can clearly tell. Kecleon is like a late game Asmon that has a crappy gimmick, a really good special defense and nothing. Yeah, Kecleon also gets... Unfortunately not as strong like in the mystery dungeon games, where it's just like godlike. I don't know what that is, but never steal from them. They will get karma. Or no, you will get karma. They will get their revenge. I think that's more accurate. You doing good? Well, that's great. Yeah, I'm also doing good. I got a shiny Halucha yesterday, fully like random, and weirdly enough I didn't scream into the microphone. Usually I do that. Happy gaying. Very supportive, however I like women too much and I have no interest in men. So I wouldn't say I'm gay, although maybe since I occasionally get a few doubts about my gender. I mean, yeah, this is a LGBTQ friendly channel. But then again, I also support causes which I'm not a part of, right? I do fight for example, people of color to have more rights and better treatment, even though I am white as snow and I have blonde hair. And I also am fighting for like LGBTQ rights, even though I am very like boring cisgender straight. Doesn't matter. Even if you're in the privileged part of society, or part of a privileged, well, let's say class or ethnicity, whatever it is, you should definitely look out for the ones that don't have it as good as you. Resto Chesto man myself. I see. I, as a dude, am gay for women. According to all my friends, I'm perfectly straight. Just so you know, I am gay in spirit. Ah, I see. Well, still thanks for the gay energy, I appreciate it. There's also some PlayStation music playing. Shouldn't always be when I pick my music playlist, it's usually always Nintendo, but this is a welcome change. We should listen to some obscure PlayStation music too. Is it bad that I pronounce LGBTQ as LGBTQ? What? I mean, is it bad? No, but it is definitely like, huh? Why? But then again, you do you. Oh, it's number 420! Meme number, hahaha, weed, and it's not shiny. Delcatia has the weakest base stat total at 400. Wow, base stat total of 400, that just is horrible. Sunflora is 420, oh, 420 again. Not a joke. The flower is 420. Wow, amazing. Also, Delcat is decently fast with base speed of 90. Yeah, I mean, the base speed. The base speed is good, but the rest is crap, unfortunately. Really hurts me. I actually really like Delcati. Oh, hey there, Amit. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing good today. The token straight in my friend group and still give off gay energy according to them. I've definitely met some people who were straight apparently, but I thought they were gay. I don't know, there's some people who are gay in spirit in terms of that, yeah. I guess you could say it like that. Have a dark brown hair, prefer I had completely black like I used to as a kid. Oh, interesting. So you turned, like, your hair used to be darker and then it turned lighter, okay. I was told I wasn't sure if you were gay or just autistic. Well, that's a legit thing to ask. Is the cat Pokemon having zoomies ring true even with Delcati? Yeah, that's the I suck zoomies, I guess. Delcati outspeeds Volbeat, yeah. Yeah, some good tea. I want to apologize, Jan. I won't be able to transfer my $30 to you because of my country laws and problems, such as giving documents and reasons to pay over $50 just for the bank. To do that, hey, I mean, that is completely justifiable. And as I said, even if you kept saying I'm gonna give you that, I said it's okay if you don't. Like, that's not a complete requirement. That's fine, Amit. Don't worry about it. We talked about that in yesterday's stream. It was not with Iraq, but with Iran, or Iran, rather. Also, a lot of sites are blocked there. It really sucks. I mean, I get where you get the pronunciation, but like, who pronounces Q as qua? Or is that just something sometimes your brain just makes some random things up and it just sticks If you watch Demon Slayer and need opinions on Mitsuri. I haven't watched Demon Slayer in complete, so I don't think I can give you an accurate answer on that, but I can try. Mitsuri, what's that again? As I said, I'm straight, have a bright pink hoodie covered in Mitsuri pics, and people think I goon to her. Okay, to be fair, if you have that, okay. I mean, I can kind of understand why they think that, but hey, if you want to wear a hoodie with a character on them, go ahead. I mean, who cares? Delcant is faster than Malamar, Exodrill, Dubwool, Baxcalibur, Hitmonlee, Articuno, to name a few. That is really funny. Kitty cat, pink kitty cat faster than big freeze burb. You love the move high jump kick, or you like Risk? I don't really like the move high jump kick because, I don't know, RNG sometimes does not bless me. Hey there, Brownie Monster. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Omniversal Studios. Is that my... I didn't know I had studios. Omniversal ones even. But that does sound cool. Hope you're doing good. They told me I must give documents and pay them $50 plus the $30 to just even send it through bank account. Not making it... No, I believe you. It's... I know why a lot of banks, they ask you to like pay a fee. Like an authentication fee, I believe is what they call it. And yeah, that's a lot of countries that have that. I've heard of it before. It's okay, Amit. If the promise doesn't like... It's not like you made a promise and then we're like, whatever. Like, that didn't happen. Something got in the way that is completely justifiable, so... Don't think bad about it, it's all good. It's a cool concept, yes. But I'm kind of scared to use it. Human name, not much, honestly. Focusing my education, trying to study, and honestly didn't do much. Come on, sometimes just getting out of bed and showering is enough, you know? We're not machines. We don't need to do something miraculous every single day. The burb of the north. Casually killing half of Gen 3 OU with AJK banned Medicham. Well, yeah, you could. There's many characters I'm goon to, but I enjoy for different reasons. I don't want to hear that. Go goon in your private, like, time. In my opinion, the Pokemon typing as in types, is like the elements from Skylanders, even though I think Pokemon became... Oh yeah, Pokemon came way before Skylanders. Pokemon is a 90s thing, like it came out in 1996 in Japan. Ethical gooning. But yeah, types are... Yeah, sometimes I called them elements back then. They kind of are. I mean, some of them are like even fire, water... Well, flying, I always saw flying as wind. Or air type, I guess. But they call it flying, which is weird, but... I would have called it... I would have called the flying type, if I could change that, I would like call it air or wind type. And the bug type, I would also call it, like, change the name of that one maybe into Arthropod. But that's just my very specific, like, nerd problem that I have. No one really cares about that, which is fair. But yeah, I'm like, okay, some bug types aren't really bugs, or like, they're not really insects. But yeah, that's not really that important. Sign up to an academy in Baghdad in June next year. Oh, nice! Congrats! For learning languages, I picked German because I love the accent. Oh, and that's gonna help you with maybe learning Dutch too. Don't even know who Mitsuri is. I keep trying to think of Mitsuri, but nothing pops up in my mind, so that already tells you how long it's been. Grass type should be plant type like in German. Yeah, exactly. Grass is just a type of plant. Also, I'm excited to the Black Friday. I'm gonna buy a lot of things. Oh yeah, right. It's gonna be Black Friday. Is that this Friday? I keep forgetting because Black Friday is such a... Well, it's like a very American thing. To be fair, we do kind of do it in Europe, but not that fanatically. But I keep forgetting which Friday it is. I know it's in November always, but I don't remember which one specifically. Fairy ground or poison ice? Wow, poison ice sounds like really interesting. And Sodium agrees. Ground ice is your favorite typing. Already learned a huge part of Dutch. I can't study it at the moment due to education. I mean, if you already have a good base of Dutch, then German is gonna be easier for you. If you want to go full sophisticated, you could go with Flora type, but then naming Pokemon Fauna would be too fast. Like, would normal then be, I guess, Fauna type? I don't know. Black Friday should be 28th. Should have gone to do skincare a decent amount of time ago. It's never too late for skincare. I usually do my skincare, I'm not joking, before the stream. That's good, like putting a good retinoid on your face. That's for my age range, like age group. For yours, human name, I don't think you need retinoids yet. You're a bit too young for that. When you start like after 28, 29, you can try. But it is definitely concerning seeing so many like minors, even young people, putting anti-age creams into their faces. And like, your skin isn't made for that. You know that. You definitely need to put, your skincare needs to be age appropriate. Air flying. Dark, well, that doesn't really exist. I mean, usually you can't have a type twice. Ground, steel, earth. Oh, okay, now I get it. Life, fair, grass, life. Imagine the life type. Then should there be a death type? Magic type? I guess fairy is magic type. Tech type? Yeah, I thought of a techno type as a kid. I thought that was genius, but no, it turns out a lot of other people had that idea as well. It's the one with the pink hair. Yellow, green hair tips. I'm colorblind a little. Some people say green, some say yellow. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up then. Mitsuri. What kind of color blindness do you have? Because there's different. Yeah, she has pink hair with like lime green tips. Ooh, sorry. Sorry, woman. I didn't want to ram into you, but doesn't look like you really care. No, it's definitely not yellow. It is lime green. Cast form is my favorite fauna type. The one that's not really based off of any animal is your favorite fauna type. Yeah, very good. Well, spiders aren't bugs. You can call one bug like... Apparently, yeah. Bug is apparently in American English is a colloquial term for anything that has a lot of legs and is small. Which, okay, that's fair. And inaccuracy isn't a sin, yeah. My nerdy brain should just shut up. That's true. As a man, I could use much better skincare routine for my face. Yeah, like, don't think that this is just for women. Skincare is essentially for anyone who has a skin, which I think everyone here has a skin. So, all I'm asking is don't put drunk elephant stuff in your face when you're, like, in your teens or even in your 20s. Like putting anti-age creams or retinoid strong creams that are meant for skins that don't really produce collagen anymore, or like above 30, something like that. Don't put that on your face when you're like still growing. That is just pointless. Infinite type. Furry type. Lucario would be a furry type. Dark/dark, yeah, that's the double emo. Dark is advanced dark. Skincare routine rated PG-29. I mean, yeah, it's something that I really saw, and I did ask my dermatologist, and he said that it was a true problem that so many of the young clients that he had, they put creams in their faces that weren't meant for them. They were meant for like people in their 40s or something like that. I'm excited because in December I'm also buying Elden Ring Night Rain DLC. Trailer came out yesterday. It's only $15. Oh, that's cheap. Happy it's so cheap, $15 in the age of $60 DLCs. Yeah, that's true. Not sure in English, but yellows and blues combined to greenish things. Yeah, well, that is true for any language. Only character I know that has pink hair is that girl from Lazy Town. Oh, Stephanie? I guess I'm pronouncing her name too Italian, probably. Stephanie, right? I think, well, people kept joking I would be very good friends with her, but I didn't watch the show. All I know, she has a utter pink obsession, which, yeah, I have that too. Isn't that the type Ditto or Arceus should be? Fauna? Or Infinite? Infinite Omniverse type. Assuming I have skin, so offended. Well, people here assume I'm not even human, so they're probably like, why does a Latias need a skin routine? Like, don't do that. You don't have skin, you have scales. No. Human. Make more bug ground? Yeah, definitely. Yes, I have a skin. Yes, singular. The largest organ of the human body. You're a skeleton, can I get the routine too? You need that bone cream. Bug ground could work with some pretty cool ideas. Yeah, there's plenty of bugs that live in the ground. I would love to have a spider that is making dreamcatcher nets. And imagine that was a bug psychic type. I think that would be a great idea. Cubing type? They wasted on stupid cicada that loses the type upon its stupid evolution anyway. Ah, you don't like that line of Pokemon. Yeah, you hate Nincada and Ninjas too. And the other one? Ninja or Shedinja, sorry. Ninja Tom is the German name. I mean, that's how my colorblind is. My yellow looks green and all my blues look green. Oh, I see. Okay, I forgot the actual term for that specific type, but we were only interested in the villain from that show. Okay. Infinite the Jackal Omniverse. I thought Latias had hydrologic boosters. Latias goes for that skin cleanse. Shedinja had the least bad, but I still hate it. Oh, you hit 27 followers. That's really great, Ahmed. Only 23 away from getting 50, which allows me to gain money from Twitch, and by money I mean $0.01. For that, would you also need to go to the bank and do that 50 bucks thing? I did need to pay a slight fee in order for my bank account to be able to use PayPal. That was a one-time transaction only though. Stephanie from Lazy Town, you mean Solasora from Afram Latiber? Yeah, probably mispronounced that, but... Hey there, James, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? I was wondering if you were gonna show up, and I'm really happy that you did. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, I'm very happy about the shiny that I got yesterday, and here the colors are a bit messed up, but I guess I'm too lazy to change it. And I kind of want to see how the shiny looks like with the glitch colors. Maybe a pincer regional variant that's bug/ground that lives in the sand? Yeah. Or that trapdoor spider that like makes... It has a butt that looks like a trapdoor, or it just digs a hole in the ground and then it uses its own butt to close it down. It's very funny. I think it's a very funny spider. My phone broke. I got a new phone, very modern compared to my lovable brick. Oh no, rip brick phone. I mean, I definitely understand people nowadays when they say I have a friend like that. She's like, I don't want smartphones, I don't want social media. She has a dumb phone, as I say nowadays, like an old flip phone. And honestly, I respect her for that. Doesn't get all of that drama and stuff. Honestly, don't know, but I hope the bank doesn't say that. Well, I think that's probably gonna happen. Something like that. Hope you get 50 followers for your YouTube channel. Well, I mean, I will allow you to plug for yourselves here. Usually I'm not a fan of that, but you're like very loyal viewers, so I'll let it slide. I guess Sand Cloak Wormadam is kind of neat. I mean, it's pink, yeah, but it's Wormadam. Like, Wormadam kind of sucks, unfortunately. And with kind of, I mean a lot. I discovered a shortcut on XMC today. Like a new shortcut? Oh, are you serious, James? A new shortcut no one has ever done before? If that is the case, please show me. I need to see that. Your favorite one is the Wormadam is a plant one? It's a cool concept again, but like competitively speaking, it's just meh. Oh wait, no, what am I saying? The Sand Cloak is not the pink one. Duh, stupid. The pink one is the one that you get when you evolve it with... That's the Buck Steel one. What if those were stats? Special HP and special speed? Can you really... I mean... I don't know if you really played Pokemon much, but there's a reason why there's special attack and special defense and everything. But special HP and special speed, I don't really see how that would work. The stream chat is mine and this is thumbnail, this... Okay. Just caught my channel. Caught my chat. No, it's his. Have a working Nokia 3410. Just can't find the charger. It has Snake. Oh, I also have these. Still got my very old Nokias. Man, these were built to last. Still remember my brother with his first cell phone. He played football with it. Or I guess soccer for you US Americans out there. And there were no scratches. These things were indestructible. Fun fact, Twitch now got ads happening midstream, but because my phone is a GigaChat and so junky and old, even Twitch doesn't show me ads. My phone is GigaChat God incarnate. When your phone is so lagging behind that the ads won't work, that is amazing. Mario Kart stats as Pokemon stats. I still wouldn't know how that would work. It's a good question though. How would you make that? How would you do that? And if you haven't played Pokemon yet, Mushroom Pocket, you should definitely start. It's not new to me. I found a whole bunch of videos of other people doing the same thing from years ago. Ah, I see. Hey, but still, you managed to do it too, to find that. Go halfway up at starting slow, then back down to hit the edge of the starting platform. Oh, that one. Okay, I did find that one as a kid too, but then again, as a kid you have way too much time on your hands. Yeah, speed is speed, absolutely. You'd say acceleration as HP, weight as defense, handling as special, defense, off-road as attack, mini turbo as special attack, no direct matches, drift, braking, size, yeah. Indestructible, horrible, a horror ball. The more horrible the Pokemon is, the pronunciation error. The more horrible the Pokemon is, the better your odds at catching it, I guess. A horror ball. Making random things up again. I've played Pokemon Black and White. Ah, I see. Those are some really good games to play. Forgot about a character idea I made 2 days ago. I really love him. He's by far one of my favorite characters. Well then, shoot! I want to hear it. Oh, sorry. Sometimes I am clumsy. But luckily I didn't mute myself for long. The best Pokeballs are the one that catches Pokemon which evolve with Burn Heal. Yeah, I mean, Gen 2 glitches can be really, really crazy. Like, how did they mess up the programming like that? Like, Pokemon that evolve with a Burn Heal, nothing evolves with a Burn Heal. And that was, I think, meant for the Moon Ball. Like, evolve with a Moonstone, and somehow that became a Burn Heal. I swear they have, like, Missing No is not a glitch. Missing No is a Game Freak worker. And they just didn't want to, they don't want to acknowledge it. Christmas, my brother got me an LG Android phone. It slipped out my hand, falling 15 feet, landing screen first, and it was fine. Oh, okay, because I was like, okay, reading this comment till the end. What catastrophe happened? Because that doesn't sound good. But funnily enough, you said nothing cracked. Base 600 special and regular defense, and 100 special and regular attack plus skill swap. Do you really use skill swap that much? Because I end up not really using it that much. I have a story I want to tell. It's called The Little Girl Who Was Afraid of Doors. The door phobia. That was because they had too many items and they registered the Burn Heal and Moonstone under the same item number, if I recall correctly from the videos I saw. Oh, like the... Oh, okay, I see. Same hex address, probably. His name is Death Cheater or Life Imitator. He dresses in black and white with two masks, one in the back and one in the front. One smiling and the other sad. And does he also have something grey in his design? Evolving a poison type using an antidote. Well, that would be kind of a funny idea. Red, Ruby, Leaf Green, Diamond, Pearl, White, White 2, X, Omega, Ruby, Sun, Moon, Let's Go, Eevee, Sword, Brilliant, Diamond, Shining, Pearl, Violet. I mean, I know that you played Pokemon before, definitely. when Christmas 2012, back when Android phones didn't have glass yet. Oh, okay. Oh wait, I remember. I think you told me that back then. And I think I remember me not really wanting to believe you because it sounded so, well, unbelievable. You have silver on your modded Wii. In English or in Italiano? White mask is sad and the black is happy. Yeah, the dichotomy of black and white thinking, life and death. I see what themes you're using. You want to get soul silver in the future? Well, good luck. It's gonna be hard. Well, to be fair, from my experience, Italian games don't really cost that much. Yeah, skill swaps abilities. In Italian, yeah. If I'm gonna find a cheap Pokemon game in Italian at a convention or something, I think I'm gonna get it. I don't use skill swap, I don't even know what it does. Stop bullying me. How to make a ghost type evolution? You use a brick to evolve it. Aww. I mean, I always had that idea of a ghost type evolution that you need to KO it, and it needs to be like have minimum friendship points, and it needs to be at night or something like that. And when that happens, it evolves into a ghost, I guess Spectrion. What could you call it? And Spectrion would haunt trainers that mistreat their Pokemon. And if it's during the day, and it also has minimum friendship, but it's during the day, it will instead evolve into Champion. That is the fighting type fan evolution that I have in my mind. And that one fights for justice. It has experienced abuse, but that one, instead of haunting evil people, it fights for like injustice. I think that would be cool. Death Cheater or Life Imitator is a mysterious character who has the power to bring forth people who died and put their souls in small dolls. That the dolls would do as he would play. Okay, that does sound dark though. Now you're essentially a little doll. When's the retro convention? Oh, that one's already passed, but I didn't go there because on the same day there was that hardstyle concert, you know, 20 years D Block and Estefan, and I went to that one instead. So yeah, the retro convention was last Saturday, where I was in the Netherlands. More specifically between Tilburg and Herzogenbosch, or however you pronounce that. I don't speak Dutch, so probably butchered that. Right, how many eggs? Okay, 3 I could put in. Story: once there was a little girl whose name was actually Little Girl. Oh wow, it's like calling your dog Dog. Parents were terrible at coming up with names. Yeah, you tell me. No one knew why, but for some reason Little Girl was afraid of doors. Okay, usually you're not just afraid of something without any reason. Death Cheater is a sequel character who would bring the soul of the old friend of the main character who died, and he would force to that doll to tell the main character how much of a failure he is in. Failure, you mean? Her parents asked her one day why she was afraid of doors. She told them that her friend had once told her that doors are actually passageways to dark and scary places. Well, in a way, they can be. Or in order to break him mentally, what an a-hole. Daytime is Espeon. Yeah, daytime is Espeon. And that's why daytime with minimum friendship would be funny for fighting type evolution. That, I'm sorry, it just has... It has to have the name Champion. I mean, that is just Come on, it has to be Champion. Hey there, Arch. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Flying type Eevee, make it go skydiving without a parachute. Oh, that's... I think that rather yield you a ghost one. I can say because I'm cutting wood right now. You're screaming boo when you're cutting wood? Alright, that's interesting. Hope you're doing good. Parents told her that her friend had lied to her. She realized her parents were correct and she got mad. So mad she got revenge on her friend for a little lie. Little girl's friends never lied to her again. You have... Oh, okay. Already going? Well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it and have a nice day. Flying type evolution name Sylveon. Ooh, that's a bit too close to Sylveon, no? Evolution method, a feather with evolutionary powers. The feather will save the power of the storms inside and loses its effect after use. Okay, failure, yeah. The Sea Wild also possess the power to fight. They play a dark mind game over the person's mind. Especially if the soul of the doll is important to the person against it. That is... I mean, I don't... Like, that is what I'm used to your stories, Amit, that they're dark. Or even grimdark. What is the best pink shiny? I'm going with Heracross. Well, welcome back to the stream, Forsaketh. I hope you're doing good. Which one is the best pink one? That's a good question. Color-wise, maybe... Kyogre? But Heracross is also nice. Oh, they're also nice, especially the hot pink ones. Some Street Fighter X Tekken music. Well, what do we have? Alright, I will do a quick break and then just a quick bathroom break and I will be right back. Alright, I am back. Back in action. Alright, let's continue. Also, is that a pink SPGBA in the shorts? Yes, that is mine. Champion fighting, yeah. Skyon flying. The one me and my husband made up, we called that one Avion, but I guess that name works too. Toxel, yeah. Quakeon ground. Stonion rock. What did we go again for the rock one? I think it had something to do with gems. Stingion bug. Spectrion ghost. Oh, you also like the Spectrion one. Ironion. Ironion is kind of a mouthful, but works. And Drakion dragon. I wish I legitimately wish they would do all the types for the evolutions. Death Cheater or the Life Imitator's true intentions are actually not to rule over the world, but basically to end the life of everyone in the world, so he can make them into dolls. Oh god, so a villain. He would manipulate the minds of every doll in the world to act kind and lovely to each other with no evil or selfishness. Oh, a well-intentioned villain even. Ooh. Those are definitely interesting characters. Beefeon. Spookyon. Stinkion. Non-negotiable names. he prefers Beefeon. Shiny Volbeat. Should I go for Shiny Volbeat again? Are you yearning for the Shiny Volbeat? I'm Mr. Pokemon and these are coming out in Gen 10. Death Cheater then would himself. YouTube doesn't like me saying that. Then bring an age of peace around the world by turning everyone to dolls. That's his ultimate goal. He acknowledges that he himself is evil. Oh, okay, so he's a well-intentioned villain who knows that he's a villain. That is interesting. Yeah, it's a conflicting, morally grey character, definitely. I mean, the means that he wants to arrive at are noble, but the ways of achieving those are... Well, I don't want to be turned into a doll, so I think others wouldn't like that either. But that would give us, apparently would give us world peace. It's an interesting scenario. Well, you love Volbeat just in general. Play most of your Pokemon games you play on your blue DS Fat. Yeah, soon I'll... When I finally have... not much money is missing. Or... Well, I don't really need that much money anymore. Then I'll be able to finally get the capture card from my DS Fat. RIP pink Nintendo DS. Oh, you mean... yours? Or you mean the one that I'm gonna send in because it's gonna get modded and they're gonna like slightly change it? You're the CEO of Pokemon, I am passing the facts. Denial is up to you, alright? You know, my uncle, he works at Pokemon. Completely believable. He also works at Nintendo apparently, and at Rockstar Games and everything else. I've had a kid say that. It's pretty funny. The Mr. Pokemon, the guy from Johto. Yeah, right. There is a Mr. Pokemon from Johto. Right, I remember. Come on, I want the pink dinosaur tonight. We are at 456. So, still under odds. I think once this stream is done, I should at least reach 512. That should be doable. If we go over 512, then it's gonna be over odds. But I'm gonna stay optimistic. And I'm gonna hope that the baby dinosaur will in fact be shiny. Alright, 457 now. My uncle was actually Arceus. So apparently I'm a Latias and your uncle is an Arceus, okay. The one I gifted you. Screens get glitches like that all the time, they're pretty old now. Oh, that's not a DS Fat though, that's a DS Lite, but yeah. You work at Mario. Mr. Mario, cultured man, I see. Another character I made is called Whisper, the Kaiser of Hell. Who is another character I made who's basically a character who is established as a kind, respected and respectful person. And then something happened and they made a face heel turn. A fall from grace. At Disney and DreamWorks and Sony and Microsoft, and my uncle works there. My uncle is a universe. My uncle is God. My uncle is Jesus. How far can we put... How far we can go? Some Kirby 64 music. Which you immediately can tell when it does play. Just has that very distinct style. One impossible uncle, you mean? Yeah. Come on, I want the shiny baby. I know it's gonna be tonight, please. 559. A sip of that good tea. Hey, the Jonas Sales 99. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? What do you think of the Toxel Pixie custom GBA shells? They're so pretty. Yeah, they're amazing. Unfortunately, I don't have any, but yeah, I would love to have like a custom GBA with a shell like that and backlight. But you know, broke life. Still haven't even gotten a job yet, which is now, I mean, sometimes I have existential dread, I gotta say, with how long it's been now without a job. I don't know anything about the planetarium gig. I mean, if that does come true, you're gonna know, trust me, because you're gonna hear me go crazy from happiness. When you're Mr. Pokemon, nothing is impossible. True, can't argue with that. Minister Pokemon, religion type. Whisper character is calm, smart, strong, and was very loyal, but one day he would be told to do a mission which the villain, the Duke, would give him in order to set up Whisper's friends to betray him. Aw. Or an evil betrayal. Flying Sylphion, Sephiroth, Champion, Corrosion, that's a good one. Yeah, Spectron, Mechion, I guess. Granition. Normal Evion, yeah, that would be, I mean, that has to be the normal type one. Dragon Drakion, that also works. Wivion also, maybe. Seismion, that would also work. Lepidion. That, yeah. So, some good ones. You have another story? Yeah, sure. You can share. Another horror one? You were dabbling into horror writing? I could drink so much more tea, but I don't want to put the stream as be right back again. I don't want to wake up my husband to make me tea, and I don't want to interrupt the stream. Yeah, I know I'm lazy. Swagachu. Sephiroth sounds like Sephiroth. Yeah, it does. Whisper would look at his friends who betrayed him and look of surprise. Then the Duke would claim that he didn't send him on anything. And that the Whisper actions were all done by him alone. No one else? Is that the same Duke character you already talked about? I think I remember you talking about another fictional Duke of yours, like one of your stories. Because, I mean, let's be real, you write a lot of stories, which, hey, that's great. We are due to a new evolution, absolutely. Just realized how many we are missing with that comment. Yeah. I think my husband posted his, or I guess our design concept for a flying type evolution into the Discord server. If not, it's been a while. Maybe we should repost that. Leopard Innocent of Scaleta, a hard time proper name for a bug. Oh, I thought it was maybe a class of bugs. Anthrophion? No. Arthrophion? No, that doesn't. Oh, that sounds kind of weird. What could you go for bug? I mean, Spectrion sounds good. Champion is non-negotiable. Sorry, guys. And I see Champion as kind of looking like a Doberman, but EV-ified, if that makes sense. Somewhere in the world, nobody knows where, but somewhere there was a house. The house looked good on the outside, not like fancy mansion or anything, but still livable. On the inside, though, it didn't seem so livable. Mold all over the walls, leaks and creaks everywhere, and then landlords be like, "Oh, I'm gonna sell that for 1 million euros." Anyway, smelled horrible. Oh yeah, with mold. In the house lives a family of 3. Oh, they're living with mold? Is that where the horror is? Because yeah, that's horrible. A dad, a mom, and 3 11-year-old son. Oh, their 11-year-old son. That poor son. He's having mold. He's just having mold there, and he's gonna live like that. Arachneon would be nice, but too much in the spider theme. Yeah, Arachneon sounds cool. Now the parents were never able to uphold a job, so they were poor. Due to this, they were unable to make payments for their house, almost unable to afford an education for their son. They didn't want their son to be dumb though, so they took it into their own hands to teach him things, with mold in the house. Which wasn't a lot, so he really knew how to do with read, write, and simple math, but nothing impressive. Well, that is very sad. That's a tragedy. Hold on a minute, where's Mega Butterfree? I mean, we don't have a Mega Butterfree, but we do have a Gigantamax Butterfree. We got Mega Beedrill. That is what Game Freak decided we're gonna get. Alright. Okay, it's 23. Will I make it to 512? Calypsion. Calypso, is it minging? Champion, Beefion for those who are confused. Same Duke, the Duke essential character for the whole plot of the all overarching story. It's extremely important and I love him so. Okay, he's that evil MF, I see. Whisper would be banished from the underground hell for the 7 layers of hell and he would suffer endlessly, so worst fates in fiction candidate. Would endure 25 long years, every minute passed like a week to him. Oh, that's scary. But they told him, Hausen told him that due to the fact that they had not been paying for their house that they were being evicted. Also like that, the boy went from poor to homeless. That is very sad. Walk by himself, he liked to do that sometimes, then he needed to clear his mind. As he was walking, he came across a path. Curious, he walked down it. Oh, something is happening. End of the path, he came across a house. Another moldy house. Butter free, butter captive. I guess so. Can't believe it's not Butterfree. Wait, no, there we go. Alright, X3. And now on to X4. Hopefully I'll make it to 512X and then I can see. Hopefully it will be shiny. It would be funny if we have a whole stream of just like the glitch colors. That night as he slept, he couldn't stop thinking about what he had witnessed. Oh wait, I think I skipped something, didn't I? Yeah. Just anyhow, it was his old house. A window he saw a person's shadow. He started to walk closer to get a better look. When he got 6 steps close, shadow vanished. After that, the child left. That night, as he slept, he couldn't stop thinking about what he had witnessed. The next day, he went down the path again to see what else he could discover. This time, however, he saw something that... Butterite. Well, we now have Dragonite, right? To have Mega Dragonite. And we have Mega Meganium. Mega Meganium. I have a white cat in pets called Cocaine. Okay. You're playing pets? That's great. Almost made him drop with fear. In front of the porch were 2 headstones with his parents' names on them. Then the house burst into flames. The owner tried to run out but didn't make it. Burned before the boy's eyes. Oh, yikes. That night the boy could not sleep for what he has seen as a true horror. Well, I mean, that would also give me nightmares. Next day the boy decided that he was never gonna go down the path of his old house again. Yeah, wise decision. King Whisper. For 25 years he loses himself. Only for this body to start going pale and he would decide to be free. And he would start training against demonic monsters in hell and he would be known as Hell King Whisperer. Or King Whisperer. As he walks... Now, he came across a crossroad. The roads where he lived didn't usually have cars. Usually made sure to look both ways before crossing anyway. Well, that's how it should be. As he was crossing, a van almost ran over him. Okay, that is one unlucky kid in your story. That poor child, that's a tragedy what's happening. Although, yeah, true tragedies are horror. By the way, James, have you continued playing Leaf Green? Come on, shiny dinosaur, shiny dinosaur. Please. We need all the RNG's blessings. Alright, so just in the PC box then. Startling the boy. The boy looked in the car and to his surprise no one was in the driver's seat. Looked all over the van and passenger side, at the back, here and there, everywhere. No one was driving the car. Then who was phone? Does anyone here remember that meme? Then who was phone? The man's face looked as if it had been burned. Before the boy could say anything, the man pulled him into his van and strapped him down. Even like burned PDF files do the white van thing now. Wow. Man began to speed away. As he drove, he began speaking to the boy some of the things he spoke about. Right, put that egg in there. Put you here. Shinosaur. That's actually not such a bad name. Shinosaur. After that, Whisper would go across all layers of hell, being followed by monsters who decide to worship Whisper like a god. Would also be known as God God of the Forsaken Souls. Always those names. Still haven't yet had time to go back to Leaf Green properly. Not much further than I was when I left at your place. I see. Work and family things are constant this time of year. I've not had time to game. I'm not blaming you. I'm just hoping that if you do play it, that it's fun. That music is very low-key. Also told that his house had recently burned down and he failed to escape. Hearing this, the boy realized two things. One, this man was a man that he saw get burnt that day, and two, he was why the boy's parents were dead. The man came to a stop at his house. The house had all been burned down except for one room. This man brought the boy to the room. In the room it was just about every evil, negative... Oh, for a second I thought that was his old room. Turns out the ghost just wanted, or the haunted people want to get rid of the mold, and they thought burning the house down was a good idea. Nah, that's just a joke. That would be a bit of a extreme resolution, kind of like robbing a bank with an atom bomb. Yeah, okay, it kind of gets the job done, but it's just too destructive. Alright, we are still not seeing a shiny, now at 473. Sneef, sneef. When Whisper reaches the door between him and the mortal world, he would shatter it, freeing countless demons. Oh, that's not good. Would hunt down the Duke. The Duke gets shocked by not knowing who he is. How dare you? Do you even know who I am? Offensive and / or hateful symbol known to mankind. Religious book for every religion. On the door there was a wooden hanging sign which had Lucifer 666 written on it with blood. Oh, very Christian horror then. Man took the boy and pinned him to a wall. Above the boy was a model of Jesus on the cross. The man blinded the boy with pepper spray. Oh, yikes, okay. Suddenly the man burst into flames, and although the boy was blind, he could still see the man burning and rotting before him. Okay. The man got an unusually sharp knife sharpener from somewhere. He stumbled forward and collapsed, and as he did, the knife sharpener impaled the boy. Oh no, the boy's... Oh. Boy's ribs broke. Jeez. As far as happened after that, no one knows. Some say the room mysteriously vanished. Others say it's still there. I'm not sure. I want to see it. That poor boy, I was hoping that he would at least survive. You know, it's a kid. First shiny in ZA was a Noivern, very colourful. Oh yeah, that's a really nice, like a teal shiny. That's the story. Poor boy. Thought it was Hippowdon, but turns out females are just a different color. Oh yeah, I remember that when everyone back then, when Gen 4 was new, they thought, oh, it's so easy getting shinies in this game. I was like, wait, why? Because I have shiny Hippowdon, I have shiny Sheldos. But it's just that they have different colors depending on where they are, or in the case of the hungry hippo Pokemon, it's depending on the gender. Yeah, I mean, it is morbid, not the most morbid stuff that I've read so far, because I gotta say, I did read some very morbid stories. The Duke would face Whisper, and the Duke asked, "What do you want from me, demon?" Whispers attacks with no hesitation. Of course he does. Blocking his blade attack with his mouth by biting blade and breaking it. He just goes full Saitama mode. Remember that moment in the first season of One Punch Man where just Saitama at one point just bites a blade and it breaks? Duke never accounted for Whisper's return, even though he is established as a smart character who controls the mortal will to the core but not hell itself. Well, when even a Guardian character like that gets surprised, then... do you also like writing really evil characters? And while we are talking about all of these things, always happy-go-lucky music, always. Oh, you never watched One Punch Man? You should definitely watch it. I mean, the first season, you can watch that one. You don't need to watch the second one. Not that good. But the first season, definitely. Great animation too, like fantastic animation. There's a Japanese term for that when animation has a huge spike in quality, but right now I can't think of it. Man, what was it again? Maybe Shinigami Riko knows. I think it starts with an S. God damn it, I should know this. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't, like... My neurons just don't want to return that word. I think it's Sakuga. Yeah, Sakuga is what it is. Okay, neurons work really slowly, but they still work. And no, One Punch Man seems like an anime where the main character is way too yeah, that's the point though. And they, for some like at first I also came in and I was like, wait, how does that, like, doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of everything? And they really do something with it, trust me. Other characters stand no chance against him, like stories where the main character loses and picks himself back. Well, this is literally with a main character who is god tier power. But they still managed to write a compelling story with that. Absolutely. Now the second season, if you want to continue the story, then I would suggest reading the manga personally. Alright, number 480. And still nothing. Funny animation though, very fitting when it hatches. First thing it does is meh. That's, it's been a long time since I heard the Game Boy rendition of Aquatic Ambience. Please? No? Still nothing? At least I want to reach 512. Then I see if I'm gonna be over or under odds. Alright, now on to 482. Please! I beg of you, RNGesus, please grant me thou greatness, whatever. Can't really think of anything great right now. Watched the first few episodes of Chainsaw Man a few days ago. I still need to watch that. Oh, you think it's crap? The anime is pure random gore and fan service. Didn't waste my time getting the anime legally, wink wink, just for that. Oh, okay. Well, I've heard it's pretty good actually. Still, I want to give it the 3 episode test There's an interesting character in there, no? That can delete concepts, or if it eats that, the concept. Like, if it eats glass, then the concept of glass gets destroyed or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what I think I remember. Then we have creepier music. Well, we have everything here. But usually the music is unfitting. Hold on, why is the nursery lady blue? Yeah, because of the glitch. Because my capture card decided to do this color thing now. This is really the longest I've streamed with that color glitch, which is really funny, but I guess it does change things up a bit. Yeah, I mean, it's not supposed to look like that, right? I'll see if I'll get the shiny, then I'll change it. Because I really do want to see the difference. Don't know about you, chat, but for me, the newly highly rated shonen are just straight up so boring. Chainsaw Man, Frieren, Demon Slayer, all snooze fest. I still haven't touched or like checked out Frieren yet. I think I had a couple of viewers who said it's good, but again, no idea. Could totally be a me thing though. Well, you can drop your favorite animes. Not to offend anyone at that point. I don't think you offend them. Everyone here is free to share their opinion. Like stories where there's a balance between the main character and the villain, but the villain gets the edge by being the one who lurks and plans while the main character does all the fighting. But with one good guy who's smarter than the other, who's a detective. Oh, that's a very specific like, but hey, I also got them. Can you play really loud, long, continuous beep as background music? It won't be copyrighted. You know, I can just put the glitch cry of missing now as like the background music that's just beeping and weird sounds. That also doesn't get copyrighted. But like a continuous and long beep, I'd rather have Calypso.wav playing rather than that beep. Yeah, you get it. That would be very annoying. Or is that a reference to this slight beep you can hear in the background? That's because apparently the cable isn't really that great for my microphone. To be fair, it's like 11, 12 years old. Need to get a new one. Give Dungeon Meshi. Yeah, Dungeon Meshi I really like. I enjoyed that one and watched that with my husband. Taco Piece original Sinatry. Okay, the second one I need to give a try. Maybe for those with stronger position against dark themes, should skip Taco Piece. Oh, okay. Your favorite anime is Beavis and Butthead. Not Cory in the House? What do you mean? That's just my life. Never ending noise, tinnitus, be like beep. Almost at 500 and still nothing. Can you believe it? Yes, of course, because, I mean, this is nothing out of the ordinary. Sometimes you get super lucky, like with the Gossifleur, and you get it in 5 eggs, and sometimes you go over odds. That's just the way it is. Yeah, Dungeon Mashi though, I really enjoyed that. Or Delicious in Dungeon, whatever. Watch it in Japanese and in English. Both dubs are really good, or I guess Japanese it would be sub. Alright, next egg. Jeez, it's a lot of them. I know the Sinisty, I remember that was egg number 400. A nice round number. Maybe this one will be 500. Sadly, odds are individual events in this case. Yes, that's true. That's actually something a lot of people don't seem to understand. Well, there's also the gambler's fallacy, of course. But to be fair, the human mind didn't really properly evolve to comprehend statistics like that. So I don't really blame us necessarily, but you can clearly see that we're not really equipped well to deal with these kinds of numbers and odds. Is anyone here playing Pokemon Sleep, or am I the only one? Alright, lady. Another egg, that fellow in there with the Ditto. They're making so many babies. In this economy, right? Crazy. Favorite anime is Yu-Gi-Oh! Where they would play children's trading card to save the world, and guess what? In season 2 they also saved the world with children's trading cards. When season 3 took me by surprise, they also saved the world with children's trading card. And in 1 they use it, they play children's playing card game while on motorcycles. Forgot which season that was though. To know, but I kinda like stuff such as Hunter x Hunter, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Ranma a Half, an older style, not the new one, Dungeon Meshi, Tokyo Revengers, Dragon Ball, cause sunken cost fallacy. Okay, yeah. I have my list on this PC right now, and the head hurts too much to remember many titles. I do also prefer, from like style-wise, definitely prefer the 90s style, how they drew it, definitely. With these light tables, I think. I would need to ask my husband, but I don't want to wake him up. He actually wanted to go to bed earlier. That was Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D, which is Shinigami, Rico's favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, yeah. with the motorcycles. I guess that changes it. I don't know. Can you play Circus.wav? If you donate to me, yes. First, when I asked you to play Calypso, I meant Circus. I got the names mixed up. Oh, usually you always ask for Calypso one. That's the one you're obsessed with, usually. Alright, let's get this going. Almost at 500. Currently 590. Again, if you hear a clicking noise, that's usually... I'm counting it the old school way with like a mechanical clicker. I think that's very satisfying. And next one, 491. So I guess that settles it. I'm the only one here playing Pokemon Sleep. There's a new area in Pokemon Sleep now. Man, that color glitch really makes it look so fitting for fall or autumn. So I'm just gonna keep it until, well, should I get the shiny. Record of Lotus War, I forgot. Saw that one a long time ago. Drifters was good, there should be more, but eh. Cowboy Bebop, you like that one too? Used to think Circus was called Calypso and vice versa. Just couldn't think of the name of circus until now because I checked my game files. I see. Color glitch is just fitting. It is. It really is. It makes the non-shinies look more like the shiny that I'm looking for, which is a bit funny. So I'm just gonna keep the glitch for now. I mean, now it's been over 2 hours of the glitchy colors. Just going with it, rolling with it. Alright, so shouldn't be... Oh damn, that's already... God, time flies when you're having fun. Like, I was mentally preparing myself again the next stream, and then now it's like, oh yeah, 2 hours of it already. And my brain is like, wait, that didn't feel like 2 hours of gameplay. More like maybe 1 or half an hour or something like that. But no, it keeps happening. From that time, yeah, not forget Samurai Champloo, yeah. Both aired at the same time way back on either Viva or MTV. Alright, no shiny. I almost read that as Samurai Shampoo, but no, it's Champloo. Samurai Shampoo. Come on, shiny dinosaur, please, game. Find a funny content creator who you're going to enjoy. If you enjoy seeing a leftist make a fool of right-wing MAGA idiots who would challenge him to debates in his own show. Alright, who is it? Is it Vosh? If it is Vosh, I know of him already. But to be fair, making MAGA idiots look like fools, that's pretty easy. I mean, they're already doing that on their own, kind of. Sorry, woman, I'm already... It's been the second or third time. Wonder who it is, though. Give me a second, alright. Alright, number 494. Closing in on 500 eggs. No. That music does sound familiar. Oh, Xenoblade Chronicles, I see. His name is Jovan Bradley. Oh, is it like a young dude? I think I've seen him before. Hang on, I'll look that up. Jovan Bradley. The name does ring a bell. No, I that's actually... Haven't seen that one yet, so thank you for the suggestion. I'm gonna check him out. Alright. He's young black American, he's goated. I mean, I find it really tragic and, well, in a way stupid when people of color or people who are being oppressed by the system, when they vote against their own interests, that's just extra tragic and sometimes extra stupid. And next one, 497. No? Alright, speeding back. He's pretty smart and not your average Joe. He knows his game, that's for sure. Well, that's good. Well, in order to be a proper debater, you definitely need a lot of knowledge and praxis and theory, rhetoric. So many things that you need to be good in, or good at. Right, X4 is full. Now onto X5. So many freaking eggs, I mean, come on. And yet, without the Masuda Method and the shiny charm, it would be way more eggs that I would need to hatch. And no. Right, 2 more, then it's 500. And there's another egg. 20 minutes left, roughly. Thinking, should I stop at 512? And then starting from the next stream, it would be... Then I know it's over odds. Joven also pretty much supports what most of us support. He supports LGBTQ+ rights, and he supports Palestine, and he's... Yeah, I mean... It is very hard... I mean, they do exist... But it is pretty hypocritical if you call yourself a leftist and you don't support LGBTQ+ rights or Palestine. I mean, I'm trying to think of leftists who don't. And I'm having a hard time right now. Maybe leftists, quote unquote, as in Nazbolts, but then again, those are authoritarian people which I don't approve of. $499 that was. Come on, it would be so cool if it was egg number 500. Did you hear that, game? Did you hear that, universe? Right now, I might as well put you inside the box. No, not you. He's a there's a Zionist who claims to be leftist, but he's a lie, obviously. I mean, yeah, that really is controversial, of course, but also very hypocritical and paradoxical. Leftists are against oppressors, and I mean, Zionism is a mentality, or, well, it is an oppressor's mentality, right? And welcome back, Mushroom Pocket. I'm now at egg 500. This is number 500 and no shiny, unfortunately. And I think I'm gonna stop the stream after 512. And then next stream is gonna be over odds, unfortunately. That is if I don't get a shiny. Which, let's see. Not giving up just yet. Yeah, the color glitch makes it look so cool. Makes the bird look blue. Gotta sleep, but thanks for the stream. Well, thank you for being part of the stream, James. I really appreciate it, as always. And yeah, I wish you a good night. Sleep tight and do not let the British bedbugs bite. I'm not smart, and I know for a fact that they are lying. Well, you are saying that you're not smart, which... Are you sure? But yeah, they are lying. Pokemon sock and shoe version. I would go for the shoe version. I always had some problems with socks. I know, I think socks are... That's also why I like summer so much, because I I don't need to wear socks in summer. I can like wear these open summer shoes, these sandals. I think socks are somewhat of a sensory nightmare. But unfortunately, it's not summer dress weather right now. It's socks season. Next stream is for tomorrow. Same time as usual, 21:30. Try to stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 21:30 or 9:30 p.m. And well, I try to also in the future stream often on Saturday and Sunday again, which I used to do. Hopefully I can do the pseudo-widow stream this Saturday, no, this Sunday. Don't think I'm left enough, think I'm an idiot who needs to be more aware of what he is. No, I think you are left. You just haven't read all the theories, but trust me, if you're gonna read it, you're like, okay, yeah, that sounds logical, and then you see there's a lot of people out there who are left and they wouldn't even know that they are. Because a lot of people aren't even really aware of what it truly means. Like, what is the exact difference between left wing and right wing? Why is it even called left and right? A lot of people don't know that. These words, they come from back then when we still have monarchies. Well, okay, we still have some monarchies today, but you know what I'm saying. The ones opposing the monarch and wanting like fresh new progressive changes were sitting to the left of the monarch, and the ones wanting the status quo to like stay the way it is and conserve the political system, so that's also where the term conservative comes from. Those were sitting on the right. Left as in left brain? No. Left as in left leaning or left politically speaking. You're slow brained. Oh, you're middle or bust? I'm definitely left. Just the thing, the more theory you read, the more history you read, you'll just see, okay, Marx was right all along. Einstein was also Marxist. A lot of... Interesting how schools don't really teach that, huh? Like there's... I don't want to brag, but there's a very big correlation between the more intelligent you are, or the more educated you are, the more likely you are left wing, yeah, exactly, left wing. Oh, I missed a message. I really hope after this year I want to deep dive into learning about the left and right in order to be smart enough to actually hold my own. Stupid right-wing extreme nationalist debates me. Well, I could potentially give you some sources to work with. United Direction. I mean, it's okay to say, okay, I haven't read enough, I'm not gonna have an opinion. It's actually very a good thing to say. And another egg. Maybe just really old school and ignorant, but we gotta respect both sides and cannot only push for new stuff. And without destruction there cannot be new, but still. Hate politics generally. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Progressives don't just push, or leftists don't just push new stuff for it to be new. I mean, LGBTQ people have been part of humanity for way longer than, like, thousands of years, essentially. There always has been gay people, but how we treat that is relatively recent, actually. Could I ask a question? There's a streamer who's a nice person and all, but I disagree with him politically. He's central, not left or right. He's nice, but he has interesting claims. Sure, go ahead. Which one is that? There's so many streamers there politically on every ale. But I mean, that's might be an unpopular opinion, but I am of the opinion that if you are like in the middle, then either you're a fence sitter or you just haven't read enough theory to... I mean, I'm very certain that if we properly teach politics in school, like everyone here would probably be voting left wing. Essentially, what it boils down to, do you have to work to live? Yes, then you are working class and left wing is in your interest. If you're very rich and you don't have to work to live because you own the means of production, you're a capitalist, then I would at least understand from an interest perspective that you would vote right wing, because then you would pay less taxes and everything. Yeah, I mean, I can see that you're not willing to sift through all of it. Everyone has to say something. Yeah, and it's like a-holes. Everyone has one. Yelling 100%. The one thing that we know is infinite is the stupidity of man. Yeah, stupidity of man is infinite. You're not right, left, or central. Are you up or down? If you have people like use Biffin grains. Yes, exactly, brain. Given brains, we'd figure stuff, and that's that. I mean, I'm telling you, people that use their brains, they tend to be left-wing, and there's a good reason for that. For example, he claims that he doesn't believe that what's happening in Palestine is not a genocide, but his friend is Israeli, so I don't know, maybe he believes it's manipulated by that. He doesn't believe it's a genocide? Okay, with a stupid opinion like that could be dismissed pretty easily. I mean, come on, that is so obviously a genocide. But then again, I'm just gonna wait 30 years again just to say, yeah, I know I was right, but people didn't want to believe me then. And people aren't gonna believe me in the future either. Probably not. And it's not even a thing of, haha, I want to be right. No, I just want to build a community. We need to talk about certain things. I mean, if you had enough of politics, like some people here, that's fine. But there's definitely people out there who want to get involved. And what I essentially want is a good future for everything, not just humans. Well, thinking about left seems more fitting, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I get it that you're fed up with politics. Absolutely. Can't blame you. Really can't. I understand when people say that. He's also a historian. He's very smart. Well, I mean, again, I know people who have a degree in something, but they are not really the smartest, or they were wrong with something in their given expertise, which they shouldn't be. But then again, just because you have a university degree doesn't have to mean that you are indeed you know everything about it. Hey there, Classic. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Was that a blue Firebird? Yeah, my capture card is glitching the colors, and you were just like, let's keep it for a while, and now it's been that while turned into 2 hours, almost 30 minutes. I hope you're doing good, Classic. Still not want any shinies? Against Romania, which I know we never heard of. Oh, the Turk. Oh, okay, yeah, that's also a very deep rabbit hole. His partner's from Romania, claims. Yeah, that happened. Also news, guys, it was my birthday yesterday and I passed my theory test. Oh, nice! Congratulations and happy birthday! You share the same birthday with my niece. 11/11, that's a cool one. Palindrome birthday, those are really nice. And yeah, now theoretically you only have the practical test and then you can drive, baby. I like driving cars. Next year, it's gonna be 10 years of me getting my driver's license. I actually got my license pretty late compared to other people. I mean, I know people who got it pretty much at 18, like the cusp of 18. Right, now we are at 510. Jean is a real-life friend of mine, and he is now a very loyal viewer as well, so... Right, 510. Then, as I said, I'm gonna be... Yeah, those are the 2 last eggs, and then I'm gonna end the stream. Then I know... Is it gonna be over odds or under odds? What do you think? Now is the time to make a guess. Believed him, it's just he seems way too emotional. For example, he claims that if what's happening in Palestine is a genocide, then he doesn't know what a genocide is. Huh? Okay. Thought that you were about to say that next year your channel will be 10 years old. Oh, it's gonna be 20 years old pretty soon, actually. I made this channel in 2008. Driving is just a godsend. Like, I don't want to ever have to take public transport again. It's pure freedom. Even though it's free in Luxembourg. But yeah, I also prefer taking the car, I gotta say. Yeah, of course, bias can be a thing, absolutely. You'd say over odds? Yeah, I would also say over odds. Unfortunately, but oh well. Then we had a glitchy color stream. That was funny too, no? We talked about politics and we didn't summon Kaiser Kamazin. How weird. You were 5 by then. Yeah, I have Chow and Pokemon that are older than my viewers, which is very weird and funny at the same time. And here we go, 512. What will it yield me? Please. Please, shiny, please. Please. And, okay, unfortunately no. And OBS was also glitching there. So yeah, this is now gonna be over odds, but hey, next Wednesday I'm gonna try again, as always. And also, as always, I will thank each and every one of you for being part of the stream. As always, I said a lot now, but anyways, again, I can't tell, I will put into words how much I appreciate it. And yeah, I hope I'm gonna see you in tomorrow's stream. So until then, have a good one.